Very.
Hi, I'm Trisha Peach, host of the Peach Buzz. Thank you for coming back again this week. Today we have a very special guest I'm excited about. This is Yared, and like Jared, why? That's how he explained it to me. We're in one of the same classes at seminary, and he was telling us in the class about some of the persecution that has gone on in Ethiopia. Now, Yared, you're originally from Ethiopia, correct?
Yes, correct.
What's your last name?
Welde Mariam,
Okay. I'm not going to be able to spell that one, I can already tell.
which means son of Mary.
Son of Mary. Oh, that's
Translation,
neat.
yeah.
That is neat. So, you told the class that when communism took over Ethiopia, that there were some terrible effects for Christians. What happened to the Christian church in Ethiopia when communism took over?
Well, not right away, but there were signs that the military government, which was actually being led by the communists, were eventually going to close churches. And so kind of like the church was ready for that. And we were taking some courses in the church, how churches in China, churches in Eastern Europe survived. And those helped. So as soon as like 2 years after the military government took over, they kind of like started closing churches. And the part of Ethiopia where I was, which is called Jimma, at that time, all churches were closed, except the Orthodox Church, including the Catholics and all other evangelical churches were closed at that time.
So all of the churches were shut down.
Yes.
And you'd already been looking at what happened in China and Eastern Europe and how they survived as Christians. Wow. Okay. So now from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, the communist regime has lost its power there.
Yes, after 17 years of rule, they were another government which used originally. They also used to be communists, but kind of like they collaborated with the United States. Therefore, they acted as if they were not communists. But anyway, it was good for us, for the church, as they allowed us to open our church again.
Wow.
So when the communists took over, the statistics showed like about there were like 2% of the Ethiopian population used to be evangelicals. Then in the middle of the communist rule, that went up to 5% when there was national census in the country. And after the government was thrown and we got freedom, now the estimation is about 20% of the Ethiopian population, which is 3 million, are actually evangelicals.
So it has gone from 5% that are
Yes.
reporting Christian to 20% reporting Christian.
Yes.
Churches are able to be open again. And during this time, from what I understand, you were working with the underground churches, and now you are preparing to go back
Yes.
to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You are preparing to go back to Ethiopia and do ministry. So what I wanted to know, and our viewers, what could we pray for your ministry, but also for the I'm sure there's still persecution going on there. Even though it's legal now, I'm sure there's persecution. If only 20% are Christian, what are the other 80%?
Well, 20% are evangelicals.
Oh, evangelicals, okay.
But the total percentage for Christians is about 60%.
Okay.
So, which means the other 40% are Orthodox
Okay.
Christians. And the presence of the Orthodox Christians helped actually us, Christianity was kept in the country for more than 1,600 years.
Oh, wow.
And since our area was surrounded by, by Islam, the expansion of Islam, but the presence of the Orthodox Church actually in the past helped us. And there's a good relationship between the Muslims and the Christians.
That's
so
good.
the persecution sometimes comes from the Orthodox Church, sometimes comes from the Muslims. especially in some regions. So the opportunity right now in Ethiopia is we just the country now got new prime minister about 7 months ago, and he is an ex-Muslim who had a personal encounter with Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And now he is the leader of the country. So
the Prime Minister of Ethiopia had an
Yes.
encounter with Jesus Christ and became a Christian.
That's correct. And kind of like he brought the Muslims, Orthodox, Evangelicals all together. So it's a new window, a new opportunity in Ethiopia. I've preached in almost anywhere.
Wow.
So there were areas where maybe like 99% were Muslims, and churches were not allowed to function there. But now there are churches being opened over there, and there are thousands and like in 100,000s Muslims coming to Christ because of personal vision of Christ and different things. So the opportunity is like a new door. Areas, unreached areas, and so the prayer we need is so that we can use this opportunity and reach as many people as we can for Christ.
That's fantastic. So we should be praying that these doors stay open and that we can reach more people for Christ. And I know specifically some of you have been praying that Muslims would have a vision of Jesus Christ. Well, he just said the Prime Minister of the country had a vision of Jesus Christ and was saved. So please be in prayer this week for Yared and his ministry. He's going back to Ethiopia, that God will continue to move. God's doing something right now in Ethiopia, these open doors. Please be in prayer. And if they want to check out your ministry in Ethiopia, are they allowed to Facebook stalk you?
Yes, they can.
Okay, all right. So look for him on Facebook. See if you can see, after he goes over some pictures of his ministry in Ethiopia. Please be praying for Yared and for Ethiopia and what God is doing there. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you next week on the Peach Buzz. God bless. Thank you for the ministry that you do. Bye-bye.